What's up, guys? The J-Man here, and I just wanted to preview my comic book collection. I wanted to share some of the comics I collect with you. You know, I'm not a big comic book collector. I don't have that many. I have like maybe 50 total, and that's just, every now and then I'll stop by the comic shop and I'll pick up a comic or two. And it's mostly just titles that I have an interest in because I grew up watching them like on TV. Like some of the titles I'm going to show you were TV shows, like cartoons, action cartoons, and through video games and things like that. You just kind of want to extend your knowledge, extend your fiction of all these interesting characters that come into play when you pick up a video game or you start watching a TV show. But I'm a huge fan of artwork and graphic art myself. I love to sketch and draw. That's why I get a lot of inspiration from these comic books. But I just wanted to show off some of my collection. These are comic books you probably never heard of or never seen before. A lot of these first ones. But I'm just going to go ahead and preview them for you. Take a look at some of the artwork. There's a series by Wildstorm Comics called Wildcats. And it's about female warriors. They're kind of like a tribe of very dominant women, kind of like Wonder Woman's tribe. Let me show you some of the artwork in this one. You can see, like almost like female barbarians. They're all about combat and warfare. Like if you imagine almost the female version of the movie 300, something like that. But I usually pick up a comic book for the artwork, and this one really stood out. Here's one by AP Comics. I haven't heard of them too much, I just kind of picked this up because it looks interesting. It's called Gold Digger. And I've noticed that their comics are very anime related, very Japanesey. If I could say that, if that makes any sense. I'll just give you a preview of the artwork. Yeah, it's highly stylized, like almost cartoonish, comparable to what you'd see on TV. Get you some close-up shots here. Okay, there's this one called, this is another one by AP, the Lexicon Chronicles. This is some of the best artwork I've seen in a comic book. I'll show you when I open it up for you. Now this guy, he's like a tribal clansman. Very tough, very macho. Beautiful artwork in this comic. There we go. I really enjoyed reading this one. It's pretty cool. A lot of interesting moments. Alright, now let's move on to some more popular stuff, some stuff you might have heard of. You probably have heard of it. More comics by Wildstorm. This is Thundercats, Enemy's Pride. Now this is one from, I think they did this in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a 5-part series, so they did 5 comic books for this story. It's an original story. But I love the way they portrayed the characters. Just looks fantastic. I mean, look at that image right here. Awesome. So we've got that one, and then we've got another Thundercats series by Wildstorm. This is also a 5-part series called Hammerhand's Revenge. If you remember, Hammerhand was one of the villains on the TV show. He was the pirate. Now, the artwork in this series is quite a bit different from that one in Enemy's Pride, but it still looks really nice. Let's try to preview it here. Try to find a good page. Look at the last page here. Yeah, once again, original story. They even added a few characters, I think. Alright, well, you get the idea. And then I've got some, let's see. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The artwork in this one isn't fantastic. It's very grayish, but it's fun to read. If you remember, a lot of the old school Ninja Turtle comic books were black and white, and some were just very plain and simple. This is one of the more recent ones. Alright, here's a fan favorite. We've got Masters of the Universe, also known as He-Man. This is by NBC Comics. Beautiful artwork in this. Looks like it comes right off the screen. And then I've got some more mature stuff a little bit. Red Sonja. Yeah, I like stories about strong women that kick ass. You know. It's a pretty damn good comic. We've got, what else? Oh. Here's a little sample comic that came with a Nintendo Power magazine. This is actually a Killer Instinct comic book, if you're familiar with the game. Crazy. What else we got here? Oh, some Star Wars, Dark Horse comics. I love them. One of my favorite characters is this villain, Saj Ventress. Let's take a look at some of the artwork in this. Gorgeous stuff. We got time for a little bit more. Of course, I have some Spider-Man in my collection. Spider-Man's awesome. I love Spider-Man. I generally like Marvel Comics more than I do DC. Wolverine, another one of my favorites. I've got some old school stuff. Uncanny Xmen. That's pretty darn old. Let's look at the artwork in this one. It's like printed on newspaper. Some more. Oh, Street Fighter. God, I love it. Udon makes the Street Fighter series, and they're doing a fantastic job. Let's preview it real quick. Alright. That's pretty much all I got to show you. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.